Hi, my name is Harshvardhan Chaturvedi and I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. So today we are going to talk about summary trials under CRPC. Summary trials are the trials which are speedily disposed and with the simplified procedure of recording the trials. The principle of the summary trials is based on the legal maximum justice delayed is justice denied. It is important to note that the summary is only in recording the proceedings and not in conducting a proceeding. The proceeding in every case has to be done cautiously and prudently. A summary trial implies that the case is tried and disposed at once. Such a trial is not available to cases which are complicated and require a lengthy process of inquiry. The access to summary trial, even in small cases, prevent a miscarriage of justice which would have otherwise taken several years to complete the proceedings. Section 260 to 265 of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 CRPC deals with the provisions related to summary trials. Power to try summarily. Section 260 of the Code confers any Chief Judicial Magistrate, Metropolitan Magistrate, and Magistrate of the first class with the power to try trial summarily. However, a magistrate of the first class, in order to try summarily, has to take special permission from the High Court as per Section 261. Any High Court may empower any magistrate of the second class to try summarily any offence punishable only with fine or with imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months with or without fine and in any attempt to abatement of such offences. Offences which can be tried summarily. A magistrate who is empowered to trial summarily if thinks fit may try all or any of the following offences summarily. Offences which are not punishable with death or imprisonment, with life or imprisonment for a term exceeding 2 years. Offences relating to theft prescribed under Section 379, 380 and 381 of the IPC, where the stolen property is not valued more than 2000 years. Offences relating to receiving or retaining any stolen property under Section 411 of the IPC, where the values of the property does not exceed 2000 rupees. Assisting in the concealment or disposal of any property as prescribed under Section 414 of the IPC, where the value of such property does not exceed 2000 rupees. Offences which are embodied under Section 454 and 456 of the IPC. Any offence relating to insulting with content to provoke a breach of peace under Section 504 of the IPC. The offences as prescribed under Section 506 of the IPC relating to criminal intimidation, punishable with the imprisonment for a term which may extend to 2 years or with fine or with both. Any abatement of the above mentioned offences, any attempt to commit the above mentioned offences where the content of such offences is punishable. Any offence committed within the meaning of Section 20 of the Cattle Trespass Act 1871. It is the discretionary power of the magistrate to try a specified offence in a summary way. Section 260 of the Code does not only empower the magistrate to try such cases which he is not compelled to try, It empowers him to try the cases that he is already competent to try by a particular procedure. Thank you.